Hi guys, 18Dap here and welcome to this match preview for Tuesday evening's rearranged fixture up at Hartlepool. It's Hartlepool United against Doncaster Rovers. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview for Tuesday night's League 2 fixture, Hartlepool United versus Doncaster Rovers. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for the support on the channel. If this video has brought you to the channel and you're new, please consider clicking subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And if you are new to the channel, this is the format that we go through match previews. We'll look at previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player to say a few words about, and then I pick an opponent's one to watch. But as I always say, you know your club much better than what I do, so please, in the comments down below, let us know if there's somebody else that we should be watching out for on Tuesday night. And then we finish the video with three predictions. The predicted team lineup, thanks to FanHub. Me and the family have got predictions league table, so there's an update on that. And then my score prediction to finish the video off. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Hartlepool and Doncaster faced off a total of 101 times in our history, Rovers winning 38 of those occasions, Hartlepool winning 35, and we've shared the spoils on 28. But when we drill into the more recent 5 fixtures between the two, we go back to 2008 in League 1, and it was a 2-0 home win for the Rovers. And then we go to the 2012-13 season in League 1, and it was a draw and then an away draw, and then a win at home for the Rovers. And then we jump forward to the 2016-17 season, and it was a 2-1 win at home and then a 2-1 defeat away from home. So bit of a mixed bag. Hopefully we can get the win tomorrow night. Current form does say that, well, it's difficult to be fair, the current form. Hartlepool started to pick up a little bit under Keith Curl. But looking at the Rovers, 2 defeats, and then we're coming into this one on the back of 3 straight wins. Hartlepool, a draw, 2 defeats. One of those defeats was a penalty shootout in the Papa John's Trophy. But as I say, the two draws since Curl's come in and taken charge of Hartlepool shows that he's steadying the ship and making them a little bit harder to beat. So back-to-back league wins for the Rovers have taken pressure off of Gary McSheffrey a bit. But again, the fans are expectant of a result against a team struggling at the wrong end of the table. The two up top seems to be having a good effect on the squad, but overall performances have still been lacking any true sharpness. Saturday's fixture at Rochdale didn't particularly deserve the 2-1 win. In my opinion, it was hard fought, but I thought Rochdale put in a valiant effort and could have quite easily come away with something in that game. Hopefully though, Olowu went off injured fairly early on in that game. Hopefully it doesn't keep him out for too long. News coming out from the Rovers is that it's pretty tasty injury to his face, but I don't know if concussion protocol will come in. We'll get to know a little bit more about his injury over the coming days or weeks, I'm sure. But it was nice to see Rio Griffiths return from his injury and also looking particularly strong. So I think that gives McSheffrey a few more options up front to play the two up top and not worry about players breaking down and then leaving it with like one fit striker. I think that's why he's been going with the one man up front, to be fair. Moving on to Hartlepool, they're currently the only team within the entire EFL without a win, so odds on we will gift them that win tomorrow night. Will they find that missing piece on Tuesday? I think they've shown the fight and desire against Mansfield, coming back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2, and that to me, although the winless, it shows that grit and determination that Curl's instilled into the squad. Draw against Gillingham and then that fight back against Mansfield. Curl's settling in, but for me they need to start picking up points quickly to pull themselves away from that bottom two. And like I say, they're their only winless team in the EFL at the minute, so odds on that the first win will come at home to Doncaster Rovers. I hope not. Moving on to player profile. So for this one, I have gone with Rio Griffiths coming back from injury, 22 years old, and this is probably one of the strangest signings I can remember in my 30 years as a Rovers fan, taking the experiment out of it because there were some crazy signings in that period. But Rio came to Donny last season from Lyon. It was a B team, but still just being mentioned in the same sentences as French giants like Lyon was a bit unexpected, to say the least. But he came because of coming from French giants Lyon, he came with a bit of expectation, and he didn't really hit the heights that a lot of people thought he was going to last season. He only found the net twice in 16 outings, so I'm hoping that this is a bit of a breakout season for him in League Two now that he's coming back to fitness from injury. He looked strong against Rochdale on Saturday when he came on, so hopefully that's a step in the right direction. He gets more minutes and we get to see the best of Rio Griffiths this season. Moving on to the opponent's one to watch. So for this one, I've gone with Josh Umera, 25 years old, centre forward, 11 appearances across all competitions, 5 goals and 1 assist. 2 of those goals coming in the fight back against Mansfield. He only played 29-30 minutes in that game. He came on, instant impact, got them a goal back, and then rounded off the comeback in the final minutes. So I think a big, strong striker. He gets in the right place, and I fully expect him not to be warming the bench on Tuesday night. I think he'll be a handful for the centre-back pairing. It'll be probably Roshon Williams and maybe Adam Long or Bobby Faulkner. Possibly Tom Anderson, depends on his injury. Saw him warming up on Saturday, which is nice. So, and obviously Alowu, see what his injury is like. But whoever that centre-back pairing is are going to have a difficult evening. Keeping Josh Umera under wraps. So I think he's the one to watch tomorrow night for Hartlepool, in my opinion. Moving on to the predicted team lineup. This is thanks to FanHub. If you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into. I use it mainly for the predicted team lineup, and for tomorrow's fixture against Hartlepool, this is what I'm going with. Almost unchanged. The one change in the back four because of Olowu's injury, I've gone with Mitchell in goal and a back four of Noyle, Williams, Faulkner and Maxwell. I thought Faulkner did well when he came in early on against Rochdale, so I think give him the opportunity to continue that in this fixture. Midfield unchanged: Kyle Hurst, Adam Clayton, Ben Close and Luke Molyneux, and then up front unchanged as well with George Miller and Kieran Agard, both goal scorers against Rochdale. So that is my predicted team lineup for tomorrow night's fixture. Moving on to the Predictions League table. So if you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every single league game, and if we get it spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome right but not the result, we get 1 point. If we get completely wrong, we get no points. All of us went with wins against Rochdale, but only one of us got the scoreline spot on, and that was Chris. So he's pulled a little bit closer to Max and pulled a little bit further away from Dad and myself. So Max is still holding on just to top spot on 13 points, Chris in second on 11, Dad in third on 9, and me at the bottom on 8 points. So yeah, as I say all the time, loads of time to turn this around. I'm not panicking just yet. And that takes me on to my score prediction for tomorrow night's fixture, and it's going to be a tough one. Curl's got them playing slightly better football. There's a bit of belief there now, so I think this is probably a bad time to be playing Hartlepool. If we'd have played them before this got rearranged, it was Paul Hartley as the manager, and they looked void of any confidence or any ability, to be honest. So coming against them with a new manager, there's always that new manager bounce and players performing above the level that they recently were. So it's going to be a tough fixture on a Tuesday night all the way up in Hartlepool. Performances haven't been great, although the results are coming, but having said that, we're getting the results. So I'm going to stick my neck out and say that we're going to get another result, but it's not going to be convincing, it's not going to be pretty. I'm going with a Hartlepool 1, Doncaster Rovers 2. Fingers crossed, and then that'll be 9 points from 9. I'd probably take a draw, but I wouldn't be happy with it. So I'm going with 2-1 to the Rovers. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.